innocent man becomes a target of insanity as he steps into the crosshairs of a homicidal maniac with a need for revenge. Four Flies on Gray Velvet. Join us for a journey into the dark and endless caverns of a sick and twisted mind. Join us for a journey into living hell. Four Flies on Gray Velvet. Rated PG.
All right, rated PG? Probably not. So what's going on, everybody? As you know, I am Chrissy the Slasher Dude. Hope everyone's having a great evening. And yeah, off the cuff, as I usually do. So yellow slash along here on this film right here, Four Flies on Gray Velvet. Dirk was awesome enough last time, Texas Frightmare, I think that was like last year, a couple of years ago, to pick this one up for me. You know, we've all seen the posts and all this other great stuff here. And just, you know, their post, and they would blurb this one out and stuff like that too. I do have the Shameless release, so I have seen this film before. So I'm going to try this out, see how this yellow slash along works for giallos. Why not? I've been into this genre for a few years. It's my favorite subgenre in film. I love giallos a lot. And, this is the Animal Trilogy is complete. This is Four Flies on Gray Velvet. So this is a second time watch for me. I'm going to watch it with you all. And yeah, appreciate your all's input on this if you can. Yeah, see if I like it a bit more than I did before. I thought it was the weakest out of them all. I don't know. There's a character of Godfrey, of course, like that. Just kind of got me off. But the very sexy, beautiful Mimsy Farmer is in here. Of course, I'm doing a stream with Dirk and Darren on Thursday about her. 2 films from her. One of them is this one right here. But I thought, why not? Let's just do a yellow slash along for this awesome film right here. Of course, this is the Severin release. Of course, this is just a slip. I took this out of the case that Dirk got for me. So this is the Severin release. What it looks like in the inside there. Comes with the soundtrack and everything like that. That's always very cool. Comes with this kind of cool card here too. I always like this. So that is great. Yeah. So I think we're gonna like this, everybody. We're gonna get onto this in a second. I did put the link there in the info bar, or not in the info bar, in the chat there to look movie 2. Go there. It is free there to watch. Why not? And I'm going to check this bad boy out here in a minute, and I have some stuff to show off. So I hope everyone's having a good night tonight and all this stuff, or morning, wherever you all at. And let's go. So we got Jason here, Horror YouTuber of the Month. What's up, my friend? You have another week to go, I think. Go vote. A lot of great nominees there. So, and so... yeah, that's me just saying whatever like that. Calm the hell down. Yeah, probably eventually. Maybe not. Maybe not until I'm dead when my heart finally gives out. So, you know. Gorpho, former horror YouTuber of the month. What's up there, Keith? Awesome. Great watch slash along with him yesterday, Friday the 13th, part 3. Very cool. A lot of people showed up. I appreciate that. Thank you a lot. So very, very cool to have them in there. This dude right here, great knowledge on everything horror, man. Check out his channel. He does great discussions and everything like that. Go check him out. He has another one that he's doing on, I forget which film it is. Go ahead and mention that in the chat there, Keith, on what other trilogy. Tales from the Dark Side. That's the one. Check out that stream. So it should be very, very good. So yeah, Four Flies on Gray Velvet. I have my IMDb page up here on this film, done in 1971. PG, which is bullshit because this is the director's cut that I'm going to be watching on here. So yeah, this was the the last of, well, they called it the animal trilogy. So of course you have the bird with the crystal plumage, you have the cat o' nine tails, and then you have Four Flies on Gray Velvet. When I first saw this, I thought this was the weakest out of the trilogy, in my opinion. So it'll be good for a rewatch. Of course, this stars Michael Brandon as Roberto Tobias, and the great Mimsy Farmer as Nina Tobias. This is the first film that I was introduced to her. Of course, Mimsy Farmer, me and Dirk and Darren are going to talk about her. She's done the rounds in these films. You know, this is Argento film, and of course she did The Black Cat with Lucio Fulci, of course, and then we'll be discussing Perfume of a Lady in Black, and I can't wait to rewatch that bad boy. I'll be rewatching that tomorrow, and but we're watching this bad boy tonight, so it'll be cool to it'll be very cool to watch this film, and get your all takes on it if you're watching it with me. I appreciate that, or just give your thoughts on Four Flies on Gray Velvet. I want your overall thoughts on this film. So we're going to start this in a minute. I'm just going to show off what I got in from Amazon that I purchased, which maybe some of y'all may have gotten already. So let's say this. In my opinion, a lot of people really like Four Flies on Gray Velvet. It personally, I think Cat o' Nine Tails doesn't get enough love, in my opinion, with Mr. Malden in it. I believe his last name is. Of course, Bird with the Crystal Plumage is like a quintessential, you can say, for Giallo from him. It's almost perfect, really, as a film, you know. But like I say, I'd check it out, Jason. Like I said, I put the link up for when you get the time. I know you're working, you're a busy man, so should be pretty good watch. And we're gonna get started with this in a second here, and I'll let you know when I start the film and stuff like that. Yeah, and just we'll all BS here tonight, and hopefully have a good time. But basically, the quick synopsis of this film: a musician is stalked by an unknown homicidal maniac who blackmails him for the accidental killing of another stalker. So this is where it becomes interesting. Like I said, it'll be good. Like I said, I've only seen this once. That was the Shameless release. There's stuff towards the ending where the Italian and English intersect with each other. I like that idea a lot, but it just the sound was a little messed up, for my opinion. So I'm going to see if the Severn release is a little bit better with that. We're going to check that out in a minute. The soundtrack is always great for Argento and stuff like that too. And yeah, so we're going to get started in a minute. So hope everyone's having a great evening or morning or afternoon or wherever you're at. I'll show you real quick what I picked up from Amazon that came in today. Cheap releases, $10 each. These were at Walmart. You can still get some of these at Walmart, I believe, but these were these combos of 4K, Blu-rays, DVDs, and digital codes. So The Hunt for Red October, don't have this film. Now I do. I love this film a lot. Jack Ryan film, of course it is. Sean Connery playing not a Russian really, but you know, it's you have to. If you haven't seen it, this film's like a masterpiece. I love it a lot. Tim Curry's in here as well. Alec Baldwin, of course. This is an all-star cast. I like it a lot. That's The Hunt for Red October. I'm sure everyone's seen this. Finally, Interstellar. 4K for $10. Why not? I don't think these have no special features. But from Christopher Nolan, Matthew McConaughey, people love this film, I guess. I definitely need to check it out. Tell me all what you think about this film in general if you've seen it before. But yeah, Interstellar. And that's pretty cool. I like the DVD covers. I like these. I think this is a good idea. I think they should continue on with this. This is all Paramount stuff, I believe. Yeah, so. And Beverly Hills Cop. Why not? I haven't seen this film in years. Hey, it's available. Pick it up. And yeah, good old Eddie Murphy. So this and another 48 hours I need to pick up. So I heard about that, Brad. That is a Solid Space. And of course, this is a quad dip or whatever it is. That's Cloverfield. Of course, I'm going to get it. Of course, I have the 4K. I have the DVD. I have the Steelbook. And now I have this. So yeah, this is a quad buy. This is my all-time favorite found footage film. It's Cloverfield. Why not? This is it. I mean, to me, this is number one. Really, nothing comes close. That's a hot take. This is a hot take. Nothing comes close to a found footage film as this. Nothing. Blair Witch doesn't. Cannibal Holocaust doesn't because it's in its own league by itself. This is really good. I love it a lot. But yeah, that's Cloverfield. So there you go. So yeah. So $10.99 each or whatever it is, $11. Dude, you can't beat that for all these. They have Escape from LA. They have some other ones too as well. So, so why not? So decided to pick that up. So perfect. So I'm going to get started in this film in a second here. So I'm just going to give you the cast of characters that are in this thing here since I have the page up. So you have Michael Brandon as Roberto Tobias. You have the great Mimsy Farmer as Nina Tobias. You have Jean-Pierre Marielli as Gianni Rossio. You have Aldo Puffy Landi as the pathologist and stuff like that. We don't care about some of these guys. You have Marisa Fabry as Amelia the maid. She's a mainstay in these Giallo films. I've seen her in other stuff. But you have Mr. Bud Spencer. That's a bad picture of him. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Bud Spencer as Godfrey. So you have this guy as Godfrey. I almost thought this was the same guy that was in Pieces, but it's not. It's just the same English voice. The English voice for this man, I forget the English voice talent's name. He did a lot of stuff. He did stuff for Luigi Postilli, and he did the voice for him. He did, it's really, like I said, this film is a trip, so it'll be very, very cool to relive this film. And like I said, yeah, it'll be a great film to revisit, and I'm happy to whoever's in chat. I really appreciate you stopping by. So let's see. What's going on, Russell? Thanks for joining, my friend, or stopping by to say hi. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Like I say, this is off the cuff. It's like, why not? I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to see how these Giallo, these yellow slash-alongs go. And you get to see my take on these films, and I really appreciate your all's thoughts on this. I really do. So a lot of people feel Mother's Tears the weakest of that trilogy, but I dig it. Oh, you're talking about the Three Mothers trilogy. This is the Animal trilogy, but you're thinking about the Three Mothers trilogy. I will probably do Inferno. I'll probably do a yellow slash along of Inferno, or just do a slash along of Inferno. I love Inferno a lot. Of course, you have Suspiria, which is my all-time favorite Italian horror film of all time. But you have Inferno. Inferno is a blast. I love Inferno a lot. It's almost a WTF type of a horror. But it's great. A beautiful looking horror film. So, Interstellar is pretty good. Yeah, everyone kind of says that. Yeah, solid space film. Yeah. Yeah, I sent the link in the chat there, Russell. Yeah, if you want to check it out, check it out. See what you tell me what you think about it. Some Cloverfield. Hell yes. It has what's his name as the dude that's holding the camera. I keep on forgetting his name. He's been in Deadpool, so. And Cal, what's going on? The Truth, aka Superman, is in the chat. Excellent. I have not, Russell. I'm just diving into some of these older kind of cult type films, so I'll definitely check them out. So, all right, we're going to start this guy in a second here. We'll get it going, and start this film out. So I'm going to start it out in. And this is Four Flies on Grey Velvet, the director's cut, of course. Of course, it's uncut, of course. I've seen it before. The Shameless release is the same. Excellent. Thank you, Russell. Yeah, watching on YouTube. Cool. Perfect. Excellent. So I'm going to start this in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this bad boy here. Film by Dario Argentos, Cinema International presenta. Starts out, of course, with, this is Letterboxd, but I don't mind at all. Of course, the drummer and all this other stuff. I remember this. You see it's almost beatnik-like. I guess. But this was done in Turin, Italy, I believe. I know he did, a couple of these films. Like I said, he did Cat o' Nine Tails, and he did this one in Turin. And yeah, you see the beating heart. Four Flies on Gray Velvet. You see the beating heart. So very good start to this. Unfortunately, I'm watching the Blu-ray, everybody, because I've had issues with my 4K Sony player. I do apologize, but still, it's a great transfer. So don't, but still get the 4K. Still get the 4K. So I definitely recommend it if you can find it. I'm sure you can. But I am watching the Blu-ray of this from Severin. Just the band's playing. He looks outside. He sees a dude with a hat and glasses watching him through the window. That's a stalker. You find that out later. Cinematography, of course, is great here. Just everything. I mean, this is early Argento. He was on a roll here. He just was. He's just yeah, absolutely, Russell. Definitely a cool drum thing to start out with. This is very, very kind of good for what it is. It's really produced by Salvatore Argento. That's his father, if I'm correct. Him and his father did a lot of stuff together and stuff like that as well. It's very cool getting into Dario. Like Lucio Fulci is my favorite director. He just is. But Dario, yeah, Dario's Dario. If one of these days, if I ever get to a con, if he's still alive, if I can find a place here in California where he'd be stopping by to say hi, which I doubt, it'd be very cool to see him, see his daughters, see his family. It'd be very cool. I kind of like that family setting, talking and bullshitting with people like that. I really like that. Yeah, the kid goes by the dude and he takes off his glasses and he just looks at him, and the kid kind of goes, almost like Halloween a little bit. And of course, it's written and directed by Dario Argento. So very good, very good. You see the fly next to this dude with the old school earphones on. I noticed it looking at it now, the way this transfer looks, even on Blu-ray, it looks like that was on a string. So that could be correct. Let's see. Stuff is kind of going past tense a little bit. He's driving kind of home, I believe. Yeah, he takes the thimbles or whatever it is and just smashes it. So leaving the set. Roberto. Yeah, don't hassle yourself. He's saying you got to follow me with the set and all this other stuff too. So I still need to check out Terrifier 2 there, Russell. I haven't checked that out just yet. Yes, friends all leave and stuff like that, and he's all. I don't know if anyone knows this in chat. Did this actor play anything else? I believe. I do recognize him, but like I said, it's kind of been a minute. He decides to follow the dude here. I have to admit, this is pretty good. Damn, this is really good transfer. Yeah, this is very good. This is a lot better than the Shameless one, in my opinion. This is very damn good. Yeah, follows him here. This is a good scene where he kind of stalks the stalker a little bit. I'm not going to spoil this, but this comes back later on in the film, so. Yeah, I heard Terrifier 2 was a bit long and stuff like that too. A lot of people don't like it's kind of a divisive film. I hate using that word, but it's a divisive kind of type of slasher. That's so good. He's going through like the red curtains there. That's very good. That's all a Bava a little bit with the red. An old movie theater. Or not an old like theater in general. What do you want? Hands off me. Yeah, what I want, what the hell you want, yeah. Are you crazy? Yeah, I just happened to be in like this abandoned type theater. This is the only time you see this marionette type of puppet. This is marionettes type of thing get used later, of course, in Deep Red, but this is a great scene, kind of what you see here, the camera. You take care. You take care, Cal. You have a good night, my friend. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I know it's late for you. Yeah, and he drops down and he looks dead. Looks like he was stabbed and all this other stuff too. He took pictures of it as like a proof or whatever like that. Like he's being set up. Sort of. That is pretty trippy. Lights go off. He goes. You have this very beautiful lady from a hotel room watching this one dude going into this house. He kind of has a limp on him. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen this film, everybody. So excuse my a little bit if I don't kind of know what's going on here. Typical cat just chilling on the couch, whatever it is. Pan of the house here. The very nice, immaculate looking house. Then you see him just laying there, just laying there. And we get introduced to that beautiful lady next to him, Mimsy Farmer, with that short, gorgeous, silver blondish hair. Never thought that would look so good on her. She is a very pretty actress. Very interesting giallo actress. She's the giallo queen. She's one of my favorites because of how unique she is. So she's very unique. Yeah, she gets a phone call, obviously, by the perpetrator. Still awake? Yeah, it's going on, and he's just like thinking about that incident because he's not telling her anything. If you want to see Mimsy Farmer in anything, I would suggest, of course, Four Flies. Also, I would suggest The Black Cat, but I would highly suggest Autopsy. Autopsy is one of her best roles, in my opinion. Perfume of a Lady in Black, she's very good in that, but there's something about Autopsy that was released as part of that Forgotten Jolly box set from Vinegar Syndrome. I would highly recommend. Oh yeah, the Oh God. Introduce you to the mailman here, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I think these two are sisters. The other girl right next to her. As Dahlia, I believe. I believe that's her. I may be wrong. Let's see. Appreciate that, Russell. Yeah, it's an interesting genre. Like I said, I love it. Really, it's different, and I love how different it is. So that's right. They're at this like dinner party. He's like a musician or something like that. I forget what Mimsy's character does, but it's Immaculate House, and then this dude just starts talking about different things. Right, he talks about an execution, like a beheading and stuff like that. You'll start seeing like dreams or beheadings and stuff like that. It's really trippy. You notice this too. This is still early Argento. You noticed he gets just like Mario Bava did. He got these beautiful, talented ladies to do this. He's admitted this a lot. It's like, what do you want me to do? Get ugly women to do this stuff? Hell no, you don't. Like Mario Bava got a lot of models. God, I mean, you see a lot of like former Miss Italies in a lot of these early giallo films. So you see him in there. He sees he sees a picture that somebody put within his records. He sees a picture that somebody put, like that one person in the mask or the marionette looking mask took a picture of that incident in the abandoned theater. Yeah, Russell, giallos are so cool in my opinion. It's a whodunit in a slasher way. That's why I really like it. Basically, almost all giallos are proto slasher films in my opinion. That's why I love them so much. And he can't sleep because he sees these pictures and he's wondering, how did these pictures, these photos, get put in my house? And then, he has the dream, of course, of this beheading, which is a trip. So this is pretty cool, kind of how they do this. This is almost big budget stuff, too. Like I say, Dario did this and turned in Italy because it'd be a little bit cheaper. And most parts of Italy are gorgeous anyway, basically all parts of Italy. Does the scene, he sticks like a knife in like the back kind of part of his head right here, and then he chops it off a little bit. But they don't complete the dream just yet. Yeah, he can't sleep, so he gets out and he's like, this is a pervy husband too, by the way. He's a cheating bastard, but when you're good looking as this dude, I guess you decide to like just do whatever you do. It's okay, Russell. Take your time. I'm just kind of discussing the film a little bit, So you'll get to those points. Take your time, my friend. You're fine. They do suggest, at least on the Blu-ray and the 4K at the start of this, to watch this film in the dark because there's a lot of scenes in darkness. You know what I mean? So I always thought that was kind of cool. So. the cat's like all freaked out and shit. Yeah, no lights on. They killed the lights. Yeah, he reaches for something, then he goes back, and then this thing comes around his neck. Then you see the other marionette. So you see this right here. You see this person right here, which is very, very interesting. That comes out about later in the film. It's almost like a trap was set up for him. So he reaches out, he goes back, and the noose is already kind of around his neck like a little bit, where he's like, oh, like that. Then all of a sudden it's like off and all this other stuff too. Very well done. Very well done in the darkness here. Damn, the cinematography is so flipping good in this. It's insane. It's almost like a fever dream. I don't want to say it's like David Lynch, but it's a little bit like a David Lynch film before David Lynch. And like that's, well, I wouldn't say before David Lynch, but you know, I'm kind of thinking off the cuff here a little bit. And his wife is up. Yeah, what's the matter? Nothing. That damn long hair and all this other shit, full head of her hair, long damn like rock star hair, whatever. Couldn't sleep. Yeah. Again, because it was mentioned, like with Tenebrae, with the author being kind of very familiar to Argento and stuff like that, it's like it's not even it's like yeah, whatever, just go back to sleep. And of course they have a maid that's in here too. She happens to wake up a bit and sees them kind of talking of like, what's the matter? What happened? That comes into play later as well. It's a very good scene with her. Told you it's nothing. Last few days, what's wrong? She looks so damn sexy and good like this. My God. Nimsy Farmer was a goddess. Yeah, that's when the maid gets up. So she's played by, I said it. Marisa Fabry. And I've seen Marisa Fabry in other things, I believe. Like I say, I'm still very early in this genre. So, I mean, but it's still cool to kind of recognize faces again. That's what makes rewatching these films very cool. Yeah, something was missing, I think. He looked at, he was going to find these pictures and stuff like that. He couldn't find them. Snapped him, didn't I? Said it was in the papers the next day. Yeah, it's like it. Mimsy is always good at playing the woman that's like not sure of a lot of things. He, he asks her like, "You don't believe me, right?" She turns her head away, and then he pulls her back like that, with the chin, like, "Yeah, hey, come on, you don't believe me or what? I'm your husband." So. Damn, what a dick! Leave me alone. What a dick, man. I'm like, really? With that? You're kidding me, right? Yeah, she asks him what was the name of the man that you killed. He mentions the name, and it's his wallet that she has. She gets all freaked out about it. Yeah, it's a trip. Can't go to the police. Yep, can't do it. It's the only way. Let's just get away from here, dude. Those pretty white teeth of hers, she can't help herself. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, he goes up to this dude in the hammock and he asks where God is. Now, this is based off a book, I believe. I forget the name of the book. You know, he asks him, yeah, this dude in the hammock, where is he? He's fishing down by the river. It ain't much, but it'll do. Yeah. The worst thing, God, I just can't, literally, I can't do it. Like when he says God and that stupid fucking music pops up. It's just like so funny. I'm sorry. That put the film down for me a lot. Now I don't mind it, but dude. He's like, give me something else to call me. I understand it's like comedy. They literally call it this on IMDb. They call it dark comedy. It's like, give me a break. It's like, really? It's like, it's like, give me something else to do. They're like, they're kind of like gypsies. The character's name is Godfrey, right? And he has this friend here, in the hammock that he talks to. He's asking them to help him out with this. I supposedly killed a man. I want to kind of know stuff about him. Yeah, he names the parrot that he has jerk off. Just remember that. Yeah, he got a problem, so he asks them to help him with this with the situation and stuff like that. This is the only film where I would say this and Deep Red that comedy is used like a little bit in here, where they let the characters and the actors kind of act the way they want to act and stuff like that. Then you kind of realize maybe it's not the best idea. So that's just kind of my opinion on it. It's kind of my thoughts on Wes Craven. I love Wes Craven, but he's only had 2 serious films in his 3 serious films in his whole film career. But his most serious films are The Hills Have Eyes and Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, that's it. I mean, the excuse me, the house, Last House on the Left. They put those scenes in there with the stupid ass cops, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. It's something about Wes Craven. He wanted to put comedy in something. He didn't want to make something too serious. It's almost like he was scared to do it. Hills Have Eyes is the most serious film I've ever seen from him. Nightmare on Elm Street is deadly serious as well. So it's like, yeah, this person isn't after money. I don't know what the person wants with me and stuff like that. I don't know what they want from me. It's a trip at the start. Yeah, Godfrey basically tells him hire a private investigator. We'll get to the private investigator in a second. That's pretty cool. I like the actor that plays him. He does pretty good. And I am sorry for the title for this. I should put I put literally the letter the number 4 for Four Flies on Gray Velvet. I should have put just like 4 as that, but you know. Yeah, he calls him Professor. Yeah, that's a trip. Yeah, asks the dude that was in the hammock, guy that's a hat and all this other stuff to you be the private investigator, see what's going on, keep an eye on the house, all this good stuff. There'll be a scene that comes up later with the mailman, which is flipping hilarious. You bastard, you! Yeah, I know he tackles the flipping mailman. Yeah, the deal with the funky glasses and stuff. I'm just delivering the mail. Leave me alone. He's like, take your hands off me, man. You almost killed me, blah, 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 with the big old, like, porn stash going on. He tried to strangle me. He's like, yeah, he's all beating him over the head with a lead pipe. There you have the good maid here. Talking to somebody on this payphone. I know, fool. Yeah, before before all the evidence I got here. Yeah. That's right. That's a good switch of a scene. It shows the phone writer going into this, like, it's either a basement or somewhere where she's talking to the person that's been doing all this stuff, been stalking the dude and all this, what have you. The playground in the park. Remember that, everybody. There we go. Hangs up the phone. You see all the pictures there? Yeah, here we go. You see a flashback here into, it looks like a sanitarium. You hear? I don't want to hear or see you cry and all this other stuff too. Yeah, this is, yeah. I'm like watching this for the first time. I'm like going, whoa, what's going on here? She is the maid's waiting in the park here. Now, this is a scene that he used later in Tenebrae. She's waiting in this park. Then all of a sudden, it's a time shift where it becomes dark. Like, and she's waiting there for a long time, but she sits there and waits and waits and waits because she says, I know what you know. So she's trying to blackmail this person, waiting for him and stuff like that in this park where there's children at play and parents with the children and all this other stuff too. She's looking around. She sees everybody. Good kind of pan scene of the whole park and stuff where she's at. Yeah, the scene goes on for a while. You know, lights a cigarette, just waits and waits and waits, thinking this person's going to show up, but. And then everything stops. Then the music stops, everything. And then just the switch. You see that? It's just a switch. Just a switch. Like all the children are gone. Everything's gone. The music stops. And then all of a sudden it's dark. All of a sudden it's dark. And she doesn't notice it. So good. So good. She doesn't notice it at all. She doesn't notice that how much time has gone by. Like, and she's just kind of stuck there. And the person hasn't shown up yet, or have they? Yeah, the last person leaves, and the gate closes. Remember that. The gate closes. And it's locked. She's locked in there. She's like, well, shit. The person's not showing up, so. She's like in this, kind of like a maze. She hears something. Sees stuff in the bushes. I remember this. She's trying to get out. It's like, get me out of here. Going through this like maze. Is this bush maze like The Shining, right? Before The Shining, so it's like a bush type of maze, right? With all these plants and all this other stuff too. Great camera work as always and stuff. And she sees something. She sees something. So she sees something here. And she goes through this crack with all these cobwebs and all this other shit too. It's so damn good. Dark Entries. I have not there, Russell. I'm going to have to check that out. And she's kind of stuck in that little crawl space, and the killer follows her. But it's like, yeah, it comes to the stone wall to try to get out. But it's like, yeah, can't really get out, can you? Help me, please. What's the matter? Yeah, you have that couple that's making love out there. What's the matter? Get me out of here. Someone's stalking me. Too high, lady. I can't climb over, right? He's trying to jump for it and stuff like that. Oh, cruising. Okay. I have it, Russell. I have cruising. I still haven't watched it yet. Yeah, William Freakin', right? Yeah. And then, yeah, she gets killed. That's it. You just see the hand kind of like Greg there and stuff like that, too. Whoops. We have another dinner party here. Gotta love it. I don't think it's their sister. I think it's like a cousin or something. I forget, but I believe it's his sister. Or it's before that happens, before she... comes to visit him. Like I said, it's been a minute. Rather I send her home? Yes. Yeah, she mentions the maid's disappeared. I haven't seen her since this morning. Never mind. There she is right there. So she's the one on the right. Again, he starts talking about beheadings and rape and all this other stuff too. I've heard of that one, Russell. That looks it looks interesting. Yeah, I'll second everybody. Same thing. He's talking to her, then he has that dream again, then he wakes up, or nightmare, as you can call it. So it I have that film, Russell, with from Kino. Kino brought that out. I love Mississippi Burning. It's been a long time since I've seen it though. He wakes up from the dream. The cat gets scared, and like I say, something trippy's going on. It's like the person is in the house, senses something. Yeah, it's like someone broke in, like the pillow from one of the couches is all ripped up and shit, and then a note's left for him. And you see a note where it says, "It was so easy." I'm scared. Want to kill us. This was the right type of film from Argento for Severin to release, in my opinion. This Giallo's in their wheelhouse of films like this. What can I do? That's when I think she decides to kind of leave the house for a while or go like on vacation or something like that. You can say you better leave before the person, the killer that's doing this is finds her. And there's the dude you thought died, which makes it very interesting. So you see the dude in this restaurant, being the pervert that he is, just spanks the chicken her ass and then just walks away. But you're thinking, oh, wait a minute, he's supposed to be dead, but he's not. Figure out kind of what's going on here. Goes to the phone here, makes a little phone call. Yeah, and you do the split screen, almost like Brian De Palma. Meet me at my place, huh? Oh, no, I think you will be there. It's the same English voice that they use for the Godfrey character. I recognize him from, yeah, it's easy to do that. Goes to that whole crystal glass ashtray. I wanted a son. Does a little flashbacks here. Yeah, they stole the cat. That's right. So the cat disappeared. You see that vision of you said, you belong in an asylum. Then you see the cat. You see a dead cat kind of hanging there. Looks like by a noose. Yeah, and the flippin' mailman gets scared as hell, and he brings out a weapon. Some more. Yeah, point of view from the killer here. Goes into the dude's place. You see the knife. You figure out it was a replica knife. So when it squirts out kind of like fake blood and stuff like that. It looks like the dude was stabbed. So it's a prop. That killing. You try to kill him. And boom, there it is. So good. So it takes like whatever it was, picks something up, and it's like a bat type of a thing or like a vase. And you see it just go towards him, right? So it's the point of view, right? It goes towards him, then bam, like that. And kill him, so you have no witnesses whatsoever. Yeah, takes like a wire and puts it around his neck. Yeesh, good stuff, good stuff. The game is up, you're next. So he gets a note in his car, so somebody put that in his car. They're going by one by one. He's basically almost the last one left here. So you think. He thinks about stopping by a police Stopping by a police station, but he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, it's maybe not the best idea. Goes to this guy, a private eye, which is an interesting cat for a private eye. He literally has a eye for a doorknob and stuff like that too. I just noticed that. It's pretty good. Yeah, he's like painting his place here, but he's like, yeah, you don't think I'm like a private eye and all this other stuff too. It's pretty good. Pretty funny how the way they did this. Quick stuff about this film too. The trivia: Dario Argento, usual collaborator, Ennio Morricone scored the film, but had a major argument with Argento over some of the tracks Argento didn't want in. As a result, the director and Morricone would not do work together again until 1996, and the rock group Goblin would eventually become Argento's regular composer. So how about that? So it's a happy accident with that film. Quotes in the disguised whispering voice, "Mass Killer, I could kill you now, but I won't. I'll wait. Who's going to help you? The police, perhaps? You can't ask anymore. You're all alone." Of course, we got some goofs that'll, yeah, I doorknob, yeah, exactly. And then the goofs, of course, I remember these ones. Yeah, during the scene where Nina is shooting Roberto, her dubbing inexplicably goes, and then, yeah, it goes in and out. Yeah, crazy credits. You have just seen Four Flies on Gray Velvet. Yeah, it's pretty good. Taglines: when the flies start to crawl, so will your flesh. So yeah, it is a film and stuff like that. Filming locations: Milan, Lombardia, Italy, Umberto, Turin, Piedmont, Italy, and then Spolito. A lot of stuff I can't pronounce correctly, since I'm a little bit buzzed here, but yeah, great filming locations, the way the cameras all go and all this other stuff too. So, of course, the detective is gay. You can tell he's gay. The way he acts and stuff like that, but it works really good. So he's asking him these questions: have any trouble with your wife and all this stuff, trying to get information from him and all this other, this information so he can help him out. Yeah, she was left a very large inheritance. Yeah, you find that out. Yeah, just notes. Yeah, he's trying to write notes, trying to help him and stuff like that, and he's being a dick about it. He's like, he's trying to help you here, there, bud. Of course, you have the other dude being the private eye here, just keeping an eye on his house. Keep me out of the country or whatever like that. Yeah, she's getting ready to just leave. But yeah, just give me a minute and stuff like that. His wife's leaving to keep herself safe. Find that out later, but it's all right. I'm coming. Works out okay, Russell. I don't mind that at all. It's we're all in different parts of the country and what have you and stuff, so I have no issue with that. It's just kind of cool just doing this, and it's just a cool idea to rewatch this and get me prepped for the stream with Dirk and Darren on Thursday. So yeah, I don't mind doing that. So she leaves, and then the stupid ass mailman comes up and like, you know what? I'm not even going to deliver mail to you anymore. Then you're stuck with like the sister. Yeah, so she's trying to get in his pants. Basically, we all just know kind of what's going on here. Yeah, she's just so upset that she left. Nina was so upset, so she needed to leave. Needed somebody to talk to, so she just went and decided to take care of that. Yeah, it's so funny. It's almost like softcore porn. So he's just like, I don't want a bath. It's like, yeah, just take a bath. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. It's definitely not a PC type of a film. That's for sure. But she's always seems to have a thing for him. Like, of course, they do the sexy time type of situation here, and then it gets a little bit interesting later on in this film and stuff like that too. It's what's all going on. Yeah, changed his mind. Definitely changed his mind. Yeah, I would too. But yeah. Like I said, this is the director's cut. That's what they say. So this is the original cut of the film. This is what was shown in Italy. So let's see how much this made. I don't think it says what it made. That's what's a trip. Time frames. Yeah, I don't say what it made, which makes me wonder how much it did make. So yeah, just has some fun with it and stuff like that too. So it's like, why not? This was it from the Animal Trilogy there, Russell. So the first one was Dario Argento's first directorial film, which was The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. The second is Cat o' Nine Tails, and this is the third, Four Flies on Grey Velvet. Never mind, they're cousins. Never mind. She mentions that they're cousins. Excuse me. So they're cousins. So Yeah, then the detective shows up just out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, hi, I need more evidence and shit." So he just walks in the room. Oh, the missus is here. No, that's not the missus, my friend. Yeah, he tries to go for the wallet, and there's the dead cat right there. So that makes it a lot more interesting. Oh, I got you, Russell. No problem there. We're all buddies, man. Yeah, it's all good. I have fun doing this anyway, so I don't care. It could be like one person or 0 people here. I just love doing this stuff anyway, so I don't give a shit. So you're fun. I have fun just doing what I do, so it's glad to have you here. So he sees the dead cat in that drawer when he tries to find the wallet, then something's going on. So it's like, shit. Now she all decides to lay with him, but then he has that dream again. Yeah, what was it? It was that dream again. I know you are, Jason. It's all good, my friend. I know you're working and stuff like that, so yeah, it's fine. Like I said, for way this is still going, it's still a great giallo and stuff like that, but it's still the weakest out of the Animal trilogy, in my opinion. It's just very unique out of anything really Argentos done. So, damn, I haven't seen Hackers in forever, Jason. Dude, yeah, that's a very good one. Very early. Yeah, I mean the detective is writing notes down. You know, the private eye is writing notes down, possibly a psychopath and all this other stuff too. It's hilarious. It's very done very well. I do like the guy that plays the private eye here. I do. So he's like going, I've solved like no cases whatsoever. I've just solved like nothing. He's looking at something and he recognizes something here with his little magnifying glass. He looks, so he recognizes something. He's like, wait a minute. It's like, no, couldn't be. Guy's such a simp. It's like he's the luckiest son of a bitch in the world and stuff like that too. Has 2 hot ladies he slept with and all this other shit. It's like, and he's just so miserable because somebody's going after him. This is where the private detective goes to the psychiatric clinic. So this is where it gets pretty dark here and pretty interesting. It harkens back a little bit to New York Ripper that was done many years later. So that was done under Lucio Fulci. So, I mean, yeah, he talks to the psychiatrist at the psychiatric institute. This jazz type music and stuff like that. Like I said, Dario Argento used this one. Then the composer and him had a falling out, so he got Goblin to do his stuff, and the rest, of course, is history. So. Yeah, he stops by a florist, it looks like, in other places, trying to find out stuff here. That's a trip. As soon as like stained glass window or something like that. I think it's the killer's looking through that glass. Body count's not high in this. It's not supposed to be. So. Oh, it's Nina. Yeah, it's his wife. Are you leaving? No, I'm not leaving. He happens to call there. Yeah, this is turning, I believe. Like the way he's driving and stuff like that. We're in close streets here. Cars all parked all over the damn place. And we're trying to wonder where's he driving to. But I do like this camera angle from the passenger seat, I guess, in the back of the vehicle. So that's done very well. These films, they don't do that enough. Yeah, it's like a fucking too small of a car for my taste. Yeah, I could fit in that shit. Yeah, that's fun. That's hilarious. The car's about ready to fall apart. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Now he goes in this apartment type place, I think it is, or someplace. Yeah. Oh, that's right. This other dude, this fellow gay gentleman. You see the killer putting this blue liquid in the syringe. Yeah. It's like I say, he's trying to get information about what's going on here. Yeah, just getting information, then he leaves. Now it looks like he spots something here. So he's like on a subway, you can say, stuff like that, going somewhere or a bus. This is a pretty cool scene right here, where he's going. Now he's tracking somebody, but you don't see them, but he does. He saw something. Yeah, underground subway, yeah. I'd be too scared to go in those, Russell. I tell you. Yeah, he's trying to spot the person. Yeah, water closet. he. And you see these, they show it by the people like walking out and stuff like that too. So closes, the tram goes. So the person is still in the tram with them. So yes, Absolutely. Absolutely, Russell. Yeah, this is a very cool type of filmmaking that nobody else could do. I mean, just nobody. I always say Italian directors are different type of cats. They just are. Okay, we get to stop here. Camera angles there, little POV shots. Sees the person walking out, so he's like, yeah, trying to go with them, try to find him. There he goes. It's like, where are they? You should have just stayed on the tram. You should have just stayed on the train. No, not up there. Don't go up the stairs. Wait a minute. Okay, he does. If he doesn't see him, that's what I mean. This is all done in darkness, so. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see somebody going to the bathroom there. So he's like, wait a minute. Okay, let's find out. Mind you, those are unisex bathrooms. You see that? So it's both men and women bathrooms. So he goes in there. Checking the stalls. This is good. This is really good right here. And there it is. He gets smacked right there. Perfect timing. And yeah, you just see that, just a close up of the syringe going towards his chest and just like that. I think that's heroin. I may be mistaken. Yeah, he can't do nothing. This kind of shit like that freaks me out. Like the whole syringe thing. Yeah. Yeah. Basically caused him to have a heart attack. Yeah, I was right. And he says it. I was right. That's it. There it is. Gone. Yeah, and this fucking dude just like talking about, between this and this, there's only been like through whatever years of peace and all this other crap. He's like, give me a break. I don't know why, but she's terribly worried about you. Yeah. That's when he tells him about his wife. Like he didn't know about his wife, I guess, and what went on with her. He tells her what happened with his wife or what's going on with his wife. Like some information, like she never told you what happened with Nina and all this other stuff too. You never knew. And then he sees newspaper clippings and he starts to realize what's going on. He sees the newspaper about the detective dying, Private Eye dying. It gets interesting. So now he's all alone, basically. You can almost think that. And then they just do this thing of like this exhibit of all these coffins and stuff like that. Like, look at these great coffins. Look at all this stuff. And these dudes are like so out of place. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, someplace chose to meet like a flippant. Yeah, it's like the dumbest shit ever. Yeah, it's funny though. It's interesting. Yeah, asked him to be kind of a light. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah, his buddy just taking flowers and all this other shit. Sit him in this coffin and stuff like that. These trippy coffins is like crazy. That's so funny. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's dark comedy. It's definitely a dark comedy type of a giallo. It's not like anything I've ever seen. I haven't, Russell. I haven't actually watched it yet. Be right back. Give me. Oh. Now, yeah, it goes back to the cousin there, and she's getting the same type of visions and stuff like that of a man saying the same thing about those incidences, like in the sane asylum or whatever that this person's at. Yeah, she calls the dude asking what's going on and stuff like that because she looks like she's getting ready to leave. So this is where stuff starts to pick up a little bit. And he's all having fun doing his stuff and the sound studio and stuff like that. she gives the dude the message and stuff like that. Says it's important and stuff like that. He goes, yeah, I'll get to it. Basically, when I get to it. And she's getting ready to leave, and somebody entered the house. So somebody's there. I think it's in her house, or it may be his house. I forget now, but she's like, yeah, nobody's there. I think it's like, yeah, it's my imagination. I admit this was a good kind of twist because I didn't expect this to happen when I first watched it, but then you hear something, but you don't see it. You don't see what's there. Turns out the light. She takes off her shoes, which is very interesting. Takes off her heels. Yeah, it's where she closes the door. She sees some steps leading up to somewhere and stuff like that. So it's going to figure out what's going on here. Here's the phone ring. Like, nope. That's him calling her back. Yeah, it's very interesting there, Russell. Yeah, it's Giallo's a big genre. A lot of films, probably 3/4 of them are mid or something like that. Then you get some interesting and great ones like Argento and Fulci and Lenzi and Martino and a lot of them. Yeah, that was him calling her, and then all of a sudden, like, that's it. Okay, she looks scared shitless. So she's like, "Who's there?" and stuff like that too. I love the dread. Picks up a weapon. Yeah, she decides to hide in like this closet. I think it's funny. Waiting. Just a lot of it's sometimes slow burn. So a lot of people don't like that, but I don't mind it. As I got older, I start to like this stuff a lot more. Yeah, they're just smashing stuff into place. Yeah, I love Fulci. Fulci's my all-time favorite Italian director. I love The Beyond. I love his Gates of Hell trilogy. I love Zombie. I love Check it out, Russell. His Giallo, Don't Torture a Duckling. I think you'd like that one a lot. That's like top tier Giallo in my opinion. Every film I've seen from Fulci I like. You know, there's no Fulci film I've seen that's bad. So yeah, that crack in the wall. We see a little bit of the light in the closet thing and stuff like that. She's trying to figure out where the killer is at. She's like, it must be in my imagination or something. Maybe the killer's gone. I think they've left. And there you go. So something hits her. I think it's like a plate or something like that. And then she goes down the stairs. So you see that. And then the knife, whack, like that. And you see it go down slowly. So, wah, bam, like that. And it's done. So good. Top tier. Top tier. Typical Dario Argento. Typical great stuff there. And there's the cousin and stuff, seeing the coffin, the open coffin with her in it. She's like, "Yep, yeah, it's done." Right, like they want to perform some tests to see what happened, right? And she goes, "Yeah, just go ahead, just do it." She like looks at him like, "You're telling me this now?" Yeah, Zombie Flesh Eaters is top tier. This is what the detectives is going. We're going to put some tests on her and stuff like that. We want to look at the girl's eyes, and this can't happen. You can't do this in forensics. It's mythical. But they're going to. So they take the eye out. So they're going to see what the person saw. They're thinking they can find out the identity of the killer, which is very interesting. It's very trippy. This was used in another another later Giallo film too, which I think is quite interesting too. So they've used this in other Giallos before. Yeah. Okay. So they do this camera in through like the eyeball or something like that, and they see 4 flies. Hence the name 4 Flies on Gray Velvet. That's exactly what they look like. Yeah. So I believe the Godfrey character is the one that gives him the gun, or maybe mentions he get one or something like that, because he's back home now. So he's like, okay, I'm the last one, so I'm gonna let the killer come to me. It's a trip. That's one solution. Yeah. Guess I'll find out. Yeah, I just like the whole Godfrey character. I could just do without in the film. I mean, maybe that's why it kind of brings it down for me. But, other than that, yeah. So they do the test. You don't know that he might know who the killer is. And so this is kind of like he's trying to set up the person to come into the house. So they're trying to set up the killer, to come into the house, and then they can kind of bust him, so to speak. He takes some type of pills. I don't know what he takes. either to calm him down or something, but he takes something, I forget, before he leaves. Or so you think. You think he leaves the place. Yeah, and then he just kind of sits there in the dark. Coming towards the finale here, people. This may take a bit, but it's worth it. The payoff is definitely worth it. I haven't seen that yet, Russell. I know Vinegar Syndrome released that one. That's been a recommendation from some YouTubers that I watched. Here we go. You get this jazz type of music playing. So he's just waiting, trying to stay awake, waiting for this person to come up. Okay, here comes the car. And then this trippy scene between these two. Then it comes back to this scene of the person getting his head chopped off, where you finally see the full thing and stuff like that, with the person with the machete getting the head chopped off and stuff like that. Hey, Mikey, what's going on, my friend? Just doing a yellow slash along of Four Flies on Gray Velvet. We're going to see how this works out, and I'm having fun with it. So glad you can make it, my friend. I know you're a busy dude. Yeah, Godfrey calls him, is like, anybody come in here? No one showed up. And then the line is cut. So here we go. So here the line has been cut. Here we go. I like this. All the lights are turned off. It's a hider in the house. I like this part. Yeah, he has the gun. Yeah, we're coming towards the end of this there, Mikey. Holds the gun. And this was a surprise for me. So it's gone up a little bit so far, but the whole Godfrey character I do not like. I just don't. I'm sorry, but, it's okay. Hear the wind and all this stuff outside, what have you. He's trying to figure out who's in here. This is a very nice villa right here. Or you could say a house, like a really nice, stylish house at this time. Excuse me. His one artsy buddy that likes talking about all this beheading and shit like that, I think, shows up. He sees people walking home and all this stuff too. He knows somebody's in there. Somebody's in the place. He's doing something here. So, yeah, he decides to get a knife out instead of use the gun. So he's thinking about something. Like I say, they suggested before the start of this film you watch this in the dark, so. What's he doing there? Sorry, all, it's been a minute. So he disconnects something, or he finds out something's disconnected. There you go. You hear the breathing. You hear that? You hear the breathing. So you hear someone go, you hear that. So he has a wire or something like that. Oh, that's right. He put it to the door. So I like this theme, right? Because you hear the breathing and stuff like that. This is done very good. There we go. He turned on the lights for a second. Okay. Forgot about that. So that's what he's doing. Damn. What a damn good transfer. Okay, you see the shadow. Wait. Right at the door. Wait. There they come. Wait. Getting the keys, going in there. And sure enough, it's Nina, his wife. And here we go. This is where it gets very interesting. This might be Mimsy Farmer's best role. This is where I was introduced to her at, but this might be her best role. Yeah, what are you doing here? Yes, for a second I thought, but he hesitates. For a second I thought, yeah. Not now. Yeah, there's a style to Giallos there, Russell. There's a style to it. It's so good. You're waiting. Yeah, because he says, I'm waiting for someone. Please just leave. He's like, oh, by the way, I was effing your cousin. And then he sees the necklace on her, right? That happens to have like a fly on it, right? And that's where the 4 flies thing comes from, dude. It's kind of trippy. He's like, wait a minute. And there it is. There's the tell right there. There it is. And he just grabs it and brings her close. She's good at, Mimsy Farmer is always good at playing kind of, I hate to kind of say that because it's not the PC thing to do, a more submissive type of person. Yeah, and he just slaps the bleep out of her. And guess what? He sees the 4 flies, and guess what? Spoiler, she's the killer. And you're going to find out why she does what she does. What are you doing? You're crazy. Damn, he beats the bejesus out of her, man. He'd be arrested right now. Yeah, that's what she saw. She saw the necklace. Yeah, take your hands off me. Yeah, she grabs the gun and just puts it up there. Yeah. This is good. This is where she starts to talk English and Italian. Now, they'll change the mono here a bit. I think they will on this version of it. We'll find out here in a second. Shh, yeah, don't move. Watch. This was a trip to me. Yeah, I wanted so badly to see you die slowly. Back, back. Sorry, I had to turn it up a little bit. Why? Why'd you do it? Yeah, that's right. He shoots him. Hey, what's up, my friend? Thanks for joining, saying hi. Yeah, up late there, my friend. Yeah, absolutely. Up late watching 4 Flies on Gray Velvet. Yeah. Trying this out, see how this works. You don't know what it's like. I've seen it too. Spoiler, the father wanted a boy, didn't get a boy, or so you think. This is what makes this very fucked up, in my opinion. Excuse my French. Very damn good here. He felt cheated. Yeah. Yeah, because they had a girl. Yeah, dressed me like a boy. And he beat me. He beat me. Yeah. Okay, so they don't do that. They don't mix the Italian mono with the English. Okay, so it makes this a little bit impressive. Yeah, there we go. They did it. Yeah, there we go. So they do switch it. I like that. I like that when they do that. It's almost like she has an alternate personality. Because she says that in Italian for years and years, but I disappointed him. Because I never reacted like a man would. He said I was crazy. Oh. She looks so damn sexy like this. I'm sorry. All the years. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Yeah, shoots him again, like out of nowhere. So the payoff is worth it for this film. This is where she kind of goes kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs a little bit. They said I was deranged, miserable lunatic, a maniac. How could they know about what I had suffered? I didn't have time to get my revenge because he died of his own. Yeah, some will. Before I could get him, before I could kill him, he died before I could do it. I had to find someone else who could pay in his place. Yeah. Pay for everything he had done to me. I had to get my revenge. I found that someone. I couldn't do it. I know I'd kill you. Stop. Yeah, that's when Godfrey shows up. So the big dude, yeah, she just runs. Yeah. Good. Yeah. She's crazy. And here we go. Yeah, the dream that you see of the dude getting his head chopped off. And here it is right here. And so good. Yeah, it just stops right there. Right in slow motion, just right behind the truck there. Gonna get in a minute. You get the nice music here. The slow car crash, right? Nothing we want to really see because it looks so bad. He breaks the glass. You hear that nice soothing music there. Yeah. Something flies through there, I believe, in a second there. Gonna see it. All the glass falls. Yeah, there we go. This lasts for a minute, but then you just don't see it. But then, yeah, you see the head bit chopped off, and then you see the car explodes, and there it is. There's the still shot, and there you go. Yeah, I've just seen Four Flies on Gray Velvet by Dario Argento. So yeah, assistant director Roberto Parente, assistant to the director Luigi Cozzi, and there it is, Luigi Cozzi. So they had a falling out, I believe. Recorded recorded by, I can't say it, I'm sorry, supporting cast. So you have the supporting cast here, of course, all the big players at the time. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's 4 Flies on Gray Velvet. Not number 4, but yeah, 4 Flies on Gray Velvet. Excuse me. I hope you all kind of like this stuff too. I like doing this. It's very good. I know you don't like listening to me talk about the film for almost 2 hours. I get that. But I do appreciate everybody for stopping by and all this this great stuff. I recommend this if you can get it. I mean, this is a great. I'm watching the Blu-ray for this because my 4K player, sometimes they'll freeze up. The 4Ks will. Severin hasn't given me problems, but Blu-ray is a great transfer, and this is a great release. Almost like the release of House at the Edge of the Park. Comes with the soundtrack. This comes with the soundtrack, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. I give it. It still gets, I believe. I still think it's the weakest out of the Animal trilogy. I'm sorry. It's still a great film from him. So I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's gone up a little bit. It's all good there, Mikey. No, you're all busy, dude. You're all busy people. It is late, too. So I do a lot of the stuff off the cuff, so to speak. You know, just thought, see if this works and stuff like that. That's why there's replays of this. That's why they get saved on and stuff like that. So you can get your own kind of opinion on it. You know what I mean? And see what you all think of that. But I do appreciate you all showing up. And but like I say, this is a great. This is my. I have the Shameless release of this. And then Dirk got this one for me at Texas Frightmare a couple years ago, I believe. And it was cool checking out this version from Severin. Again, Severin just takes it out of the park with these. They do a great job. And what's your all thoughts on this Giallo in general? Thanks for watching it with me there, Russell, and everybody, really. Thanks for Jason for showing up. Thanks for Agoraphobe, a.k.a. Keith, for showing up. Thanks for Brad for showing up. Thanks for these people for showing up, and I know it's really late, and you know, you just watch it later. You know, like I say, live's alive. You just watch it as a video. You know, watch it as you're watching the film if you want to do it, and just give your own takes on the film like I do. I just love this genre. It's my favorite subgenre of film in general. Giallo is great. It's very, very cool to introduce this to everybody here. So it's very cool. Again, thanks all for stopping by, for watching this with me, and catch the replay. I am Chrissy the Slasher Dude. If you can, sleeping bag to subscribe, / the like. I will see you all next time. Catch me on Thursday with Dirk and Darren. We're going to be talking about this film, and we're also be talking about another Mimsy Farmer film called A Perfume of a Lady in Black. And so check that out with my Giallo gents there on this channel, and we'll make up a time for that. And I'll see you all later. You all have a great evening. I will see you all next time. You folks have a great, great evening. Support physical media. Watch more Giallo. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.
An innocent man becomes a target of insanity as he steps into the crosshairs of a homicidal maniac with a need for revenge. 4 Flies on Gray Velvet. Join us for a journey into the dark and endless caverns of a sick and twisted mind. Join us for a journey into living hell. Four Flies on Gray Velvet.